Here we go, the match we have been waiting for weeks and weeks. Randy Orton versus The Rock in a Hell in a Cell match. You just saw the preview for it. Oh, are you pumped up? Because I am. I've been waiting so long for this match to finally happen. And as you can see, Randy Orton coming towards the ring, the Viper, the Legend Killer, the Apex Predator, the man. He's the 9-time World Heavyweight Champion. He's done it all. He's 32 years old. He's still got plenty of years to go in his career. But could this be the last time we ever see Randy Orton in the WWE? He's going up against The Rock one-on-one. And if you remember, the loser leaves the WWE for good. So this career of Randy Orton that still has many, many years to go. Could this be the last time we see Randy Orton in a WWE ring here on our Universe Mode? I don't know. I mean, Randy Orton's been trying to get in the head of The Rock over these past few weeks, trying to convince himself that he's better than The Rock, and he's out to put The Rock to bed. He's trying to eliminate The Rock from the WWE and take him back to Hollywood. Could he do it tonight? We're going to have to wait and see, but it's going to be an exciting match nonetheless. And as you can see, the Hell in a Cell right above Randy Orton. Here we go. And the crowd is going nuts. They finally see The Rock in action. Here he is, the man. The first match he's had in many, many years here in the WWE. The Rock. He's back, and he's back to whoop Randy Orton's ass, apparently. Can he do it tonight? He's back to finally shut Randy Orton up. He came back out the night after Over the Limit. He came back and he wanted to congratulate everyone on putting on a great show. And as a fan, he enjoyed it. And Randy Orton said that he was disrespect because The Rock said to Randy Orton that they couldn't have changed anything about it to make it any better. And Randy Orton, of course, was not on the card. And Randy Orton found that disrespectful, and he wanted to shut The Rock up and prove him otherwise. And you can see The Rock soaking it all in. It's his first time in the WWE in a long, long time in a WWE ring to compete. Here we go. And the bell rings. We're on the way. The Rock versus Randy Orton. Here we go. I'm so excited for this. I am pumped. And both guys back and forth straight away, trying to work on each other's arms. Just The Rock. What kind of ring rust will he have? He hasn't competed in a matchup in many, many years. Will he be fit enough to take on the likes of a Randy Orton, who's in his prime? He's never been better. But, of course, leading into this match, The Rock said to Randy Orton that he hasn't done anything relevant for years now. He's been just kind of coming in, getting his paycheck, and leaving. He hasn't had any impact in the WWE in many years now. And Randy Orton, he begged to differ. He wasn't happy about those comments, and he said he wants to prove The Rock otherwise by beating him at Vengeance. And as a Luther Press there, pounding away at The Rock's face. And he wants to prove The Rock otherwise. He wants to come to Vengeance tonight and beat The Rock in the middle of the ring and end his career. He wants to be the man who sent The Rock back to Hollywood for good. And it could just happen. Who knows? I mean, The Rock, he's hasn't wrestled in quite a number of years now, and he may not be in the kind of shape that he was back in 2003. You know, he may not be the kind of the wrestler that he was back then. But Randy Orton, he's had a match with The Rock, of course, at 2004 WrestleMania, where The Rock lost. The Rock and Sock Connection lost to Evolution. Randy Orton, of course, part of the Evolution group. And that was the last time that we had seen The Rock in a matchup here. And, of course, prior to the John Cena thing. But now, on our Universe Mode, we finally seen The Rock for the first time in a matchup in our Universe Mode, and he's clotheslined him in the corner there. And The Rock, can he beat Randy Orton? There's a sleeper hold applied. And I mean, Randy Orton's been competing week in, week out for ever since, you know, The Rock's left. I just can't see The Rock overcoming Randy Orton tonight. Just the experience that The Rock may have, he's gonna need all of it tonight, because the Randy Orton, he's younger, he's He's hungrier, he's faster, he's probably not stronger, but he's certainly as ruthless as he ever has been. And The Rock, on top at the moment though, he's looking pretty good. And Randy Orton, the big clothesline there. The Rock straight back up though. And now he's got an abdominal stretch applied. Of course, this is a Hell in a Cell matchup as well. I'd like to see these guys utilize the cell. I'm sure they will later on. I'm sure they will start to build this matchup outside the ring and utilize the cell to its advantage. And I could not think of any other way to have this matchup. Hell in a Cell, cage up these two hounds, let them go at it, let them beat the absolute crap out of each other. And whoever beats the crap out of each other the best gets to walk away and gets to keep their job. It's simple as that. I mean, if The Rock loses, you could say that he's got a career. He's got a career in Hollywood. He doesn't need the WWE. Many people say he doesn't need to be here. He's just here just because he wants to prove that he's still got it. And if he doesn't still have it, he still has something he can fall back on. Whereas Randy Orton, this is all he knows. Wrestling is all he knows. This is all he's got. So this means a lot more to Randy Orton, and might just be the difference. You know, who wants it the most? Is it The Rock who wants to prove and shut the kid up, or is it Randy Orton who wants to keep his job and keep his legacy, and kill the legend that is The Rock? I mean, Randy Orton's killed many legends in his career. Could he kill The Rock once? Could he be the man to finally kill The Rock and send him into full retirement? You know, that would be a huge honor and a huge accolade that Randy Orton would love to have on his resume. So both guys pounding away at each other, and we knew this was going to be a brawl. We knew this was going to be a bit of a grudge match. Both guys wanting to beat the crap out of each other, and Randy Orton reversing that abdominal stretch, arm dragging The Rock. And we know Randy Orton had another Luther's press there. We know Randy Orton, all he has to do is hit that RKO, and he knows. We know he can hit it out of nowhere as well. And another side headlock applied, and a big uppercut to the face of The Rock. Looking good is Randy Orton, but The Rock reversing that. Now he's got his own side headlock of his own, and he's going to pick the Randy Orton up and slam him down. And now a big knee to the face. Both guys have not left the ring yet, haven't utilized the cage just as yet. But I don't think it's going to be too far away before we see these guys work this match outside. And a Samoan drop there by The Rock. What a great move by The Rock. He's still got it, you'd have to say. He's looking just as good as ever against Randy Orton. And Randy Orton probably a little bit surprised, I'd have to say. He probably thought that he'd blow The Rock away in the early minutes, the early get-go of this match. But The Rock's continuing to hang with him, continuing to be there. There's a big clothesline there. He's continuing to prove that he's still the man. You know, he's still got it. And Randy Orton probably just a little surprised. You know, he's probably not expecting this. He's probably in his mind, you know, that the way the match was going to go, he probably thought that The Rock would be a little burnt out in the opening minutes, and thought he would, you know, have the upper hand and perhaps get some near falls and build his way up and work The Rock down a little bit more. But both guys just going back and forth, trying to work each other down, trying to, you know, get the upper advantage. But you have to say, no one really has the advantage yet. The Rock, his knees to that arm there, trying to take the arms away from Randy Orton. You know, you're going to make it hard for him to hit that RKO. And there's another Luther's press there from Randy Orton. We've seen that a couple of times now in this matchup, utilizing that move very well here. And The Rock with a big clothesline, sending Randy Orton back down to the mat, and an elbow into the chest for good measure as well. Looking good, The Rock, but Randy Orton looking just as good, you'd have to say. And I thought he was going to throw him over the top rope there, but no. And a big-time DDT from The Rock. He's just squared up Randy Orton to perfection there. And Randy Orton, he's got that sleeper applied. Will The Rock tap? Is The Rock going to tap out? No, he's not. Oh! Randy Orton's chin bouncing off the shoulder of The Rock. And now it's a collar and elbow tie-up. And he's controlling the head quite nicely now. Got the arm in. Working that arm down. I think there might be a bit of a strategy coming into this match for The Rock. You know, continuing to work the arm down. Make sure Randy Orton can't hit that RKO to the best of his ability. Another collar and elbow tie. Both guys back and forth. No one's been able to get on top of each other just quite yet. And remember, guys, this is weeks and weeks of build-up. We've been building this match up quite nicely, and both guys have had a lot to say about each other. And I think it's finally time we finally see these guys battle it out in the ring. And The Rock throwing the Randy Orton over. And they've seen these guys beat the crap out of each other on Raw. Go back and forth and brawl it out, but nothing better to do than put these guys in a Hell in a Cell cage, put them in for 20-30 minutes and let these guys go at it. That's what I want to see, and we're seeing that. And now The Rock is outside, and we might just see this cage come into play, and The Rock raking the eyes of Randy Orton, obviously using whatever it takes to beat Randy Orton tonight. And he's suplexing Randy Orton to the back, out the back, looking good. And Randy Orton, throws The Rock into the cage. Oh no, what's The Rock gonna do here? What's he gonna do? Oh, through the cage! The Randy Orton just went through the cage. The Rock suplexing him through the cage. And you can see Randy Orton jaggering, stuttering. He doesn't know where he is right now. That has gotta hurt. Oh my god. And what? Wait a minute. Uh-oh. Randy Orton is climbing to the top of the cage. Oh no. Oh, this can't be good. This cannot be good. Randy Orton, he's going to risk his career. He's going to risk his life to beat The Rock at the moment. He wants this nothing more than anything. And The Rock's up there. Oh, wait. Oh, no. Oh, my. Oh, Randy Orton just went through the table. Randy Orton has just been off the top of the cell. That's it. Rock has no relent, and somehow Randy Orton manages to get some offense back in, and there's an atomic drop, and that's a big chop as well. And The Rock, DDT, Randy Orton going off the top of the cell. I mean, what more does these guys want to do to each other? My goodness, these guys are just relentless, going back and forth, beating the crap out of each other. They don't care how much or what they have to do. They just want to beat each other so bad. And now there's a Samoan drop as well. Randy Orton looks as though he's not in too bad a condition. I mean, he's not going to do it again. He's not going to go up again, is he? Randy, what are you doing? You already fell off the first time. Oh no. He wants The Rock back up there. And The Rock's going to follow. Rock's probably thinking, I threw him off last time, I'll do it again. Oh no. And The Rock, he's got Randy Orton's arm. Randy Orton reverses that. This is not going to be good. This can't end well. Randy Orton with an uppercut. These guys fighting on top of the cage now. Oh no. Oh no, now it's going to happen to The Rock. Oh my god. On the remains of the table. That's got to be even a harder fall. Not even much to support him there. Landing on the remains of the table there. And he's back up to his feet somehow. And only in a video game, folks. I don't know how he's back up. But he's back. And he's back on top of the cage. I don't think he's learned his lesson. Neither of these guys have. And The Rock, is he going to try to put Randy Orton over throw him off again? And now he's working back down that arm again. Continuing his strategy, collar and elbow tie up. The Rock, the stronger of the two, and has Randy Orton's arm as well, and punching him away. Both these guys, I don't know what they are trying to do. Randy Orton just almost falling off, teetering off the edge of the cell. The Rock throwing Randy Orton down again. Oh, he's reversed it. Oh no. Oh no, quick to the midsection. Randy Orton's going off again. This time he's landing on the hard mat. Oh my god. Rock just has to throw Randy in the ring and he's done this match. Randy Orton's career is done. If Randy Orton wins this match, I can't see him ever wrestling again. He's fallen off the cage 2 times. I think his career is done anyway. The Rock is going to make sure if he doesn't win this match, Randy Orton can't wrestle again anyway. Now they're going to try and throw each other into the cage. And there's a nice neck breaker applied by The Rock. This match is relentless. This is ruthless. This is getting dangerous now. And Randy Orton with a big DDT. I don't know what is going to happen here. Who is going to win this match? I mean, Randy Orton's fallen off the cage 2 times. The Rock once. The Rock, it looks as though he's on top at the moment. Big atomic drop. Randy Orton hits a neck breaker by The Rock, sorry. And Randy Orton just not looking good at the moment, which I'm surprised. I thought Randy Orton would have been fine. Probably would have won this matchup. And he's going to hit a side suplex there. So starting to build a bit of momentum back in his way. And there's a nice boot to the head of The Rock. He's not going to go up again. These guys are going to go up again. This is crazy. What are these two doing? I don't know. What is Randy Orton doing? Is The Rock going to follow him up there? I think he might. He's thinking about it. Yes, he's going up. He had to think about it for a second there. Didn't know if he was going to go up. But Randy Orton, he wants him up there. Oh, he's not. The Rock's going to throw him up again. Oh my God, I can't take this anymore. What is Randy Orton doing? He just wants to kill himself. The Rock is throwing him off. He's going to hit a Samoan drop as he will. Randy Orton is not in good shape, but somehow remains alive in this match. And The Rock's going to hit another Samoan drop on the outside again. Randy Orton's back. I don't know if he hasn't broken any ribs or something yet. I would not be surprised. But my God, he's fallen off the cage numerous times. I don't know what he's trying to prove here. Is he just playing stupidity as The Rock gets busted open? And Randy Orton picks up The Rock and throws him into the cage, dropping him back down for a spine buster. And now he's throwing The Rock into the cage again. Wants to get a bit of payback. Again, get into the cage. The Rock looking pretty grubby at the moment. And now The Rock throw him and spinebuster him down to the mat. Both these guys utilizing the Hell in a Cell cage to the best of their ability. They certainly have. They've been climbing up the top. They've taken each other down, throwing each other off the goddamn cage. Now they're using the cage as a weapon, which is smart. You know, you might as well use the cage. If it's there, you're best to use it. And now The Rock thrown back into the cage again. This is a brutal match. This is exactly what we expected, though. These two guys have grown for so much hatred to each other. They just hate each other at the moment. They just can't stand to be even a foot away. And now they finally get a chance to beat the crap out of each other inside the squared circle, or outside the ring, or on top of a cage. Who knows? But I spent more time nearly outside the ring now that they have than inside. Randy Orton just continuously throwing The Rock into the cage over and over again. The Rock bleeding out of the top of the forehead. Randy Orton once again in the cage. My goodness. And now he's going to put his back in the cage and another slamming him down to the mat once again. This is brutal. Brutal to say the least. And now The Rock. No, Randy Orton reverses and hits a suplex of his own. A snap suplex there. Nice counter there from Randy Orton. Looks as though The Rock was going to suplex Randy Orton. But Randy Orton good enough to reverse it there. And there's a DDT as well. You get to say, if Randy Orton can get The Rock in the ring, that might be the end for The Rock. And no, The Rock with his own DDT. And he's bleeding right at the top of the head. Randy Orton, no blood just of yet, but The Rock not looking good at all. And now kicks to The Rock as he's against the cage and picks him up and uses him as a battering ram, throwing it, putting him into the cage. And again, just using this cage very nicely, these two. Once again, throwing him into the cage. Slowly working their way back inside the ring, you'd have to say. And The Rock, no counter. No, thought he was going to hit a DDT, didn't quite get it. But hits a neck breaker instead. Randy Orton looking really good, looking really good. Can he get him inside the ring? The Rock counters, Russian leg sweep. You just have the feeling if someone can get it at one another inside the ring, that's going to be it. The Rock, Randy Orton, head first, busts him open inside the ring. The Rock, can he get a cover? You'd have to say this could be it. Randy Orton's career on the line. Wait a minute. Kick to the midsection. Oh, wait a minute. Rock bottom. Rock bottom. That's it. 1, 2, 3. The Rock wins. The Rock defeats Randy Orton. Randy Orton's career is over. It's over. Randy Orton is no more. He's done. I can't believe it. The Rock has done it. His first match in years. He's done it. He's beat Randy Orton. 1, 2, 3. I can't believe it. Randy Orton's career is done. The 9-time world champion is no more. As you see the replays of this match, it was a hellacious, grueling match. And The Rock, you can see the blood all over the body, the top of the head, on the chest. You can see the outcome, the effects of this matchup. You can see me, he could barely stand. But celebrating to the fans, he's done it. He believes in his eyes. He's finally killed Randy Orton.